Hello, sailors. It's been a while. Well, I'm back to rock your little fucking world. So I'm gonna start where I left off on my quest to fix my Bionicle sets. They're mostly 08, 09 sets with a few from 07 and G2. I got them all new when they came out, so they are a little beaten up. And I have all these parts that I got from Bricklink like a year ago, and then I just never got around to doing it. But unfortunately, these guys have overstayed their welcome. This space is reserved for something a little medieval themed, maybe a little Lion Knight's castle. I got that for $100 off on Black Friday, and I really want to build it. But before I do that, I have to get these Bionicles out of here. And before I do that, I have to fix them. I'm gonna start with Jollar Mari. Shit, man. Well, so this dashing fellow was my first Bionicle set ever. And wouldn't you know it, I still have his original instruction booklet. You know, a little bit of wear and tear, but pretty cool to still have. So I already fixed up the Hana Crab a little bit, which included the horn pieces and the Baraki eyes. So my first point of contention is right here on the first page. Jollar just ain't built right. There's like a blue axle in here. Another one of these. So I'm gonna take this one out and put these 3 long axles in here. Then put his legs back on. Oh, there we go. And then his little tummy. Now we spin him around, and I got these 3 little Kordak bullets to put in here. And for a last little bit, I'm gonna take his mask off. There's a red axle in there. So I'm just gonna slide this one in here, look at that. There we go. Put that back on. And Jollar's all ready to fucking battle. Now we go into the Hana Crab. And I'm just gonna take this Kordak blaster right off, because it's broken up here. You can see that. I got me a new one. And now I can load it up. And then I just gotta fix the chain. And I hope this is the original chain, but I truly do not know at this point. And I just put these. Put this here. And there we go. Jollar and his Hana Crab. Man, that shit don't work. My next victim is Prydak. He's not missing much, but he was missing something important. I'm going to put this spike on his shoulder first. It's a little more yellow than the one that was on here, but not too noticeable. And we got the squid. These were hard to find from the same store on Bricklink that also had other parts that I wanted. So I think I paid like $6 for each of these. But we're just going to put one there, one here, and that basically completes Prydak. I'm gonna shoot this. It's not gonna go well. I think it's like that, right? Let's see. Where does it go? It didn't go. Okay. Dude. Oh my god. This is actually insane. Alright. I don't have any more.
Here I am, I am lost.
Moving along the timeline, we've got the Fantoka. I'm going to start small here with Photok. He only needs one thing, and that's his sword that I took off to fix the broken one on my Rocco T3. But that does remind me, I don't have the regular version of Pohatu. So I should get him and Vampra, and that would finish the Fantoka for me. Next is Liwa and Tanma. And that is basically the entire issue here. The one, the only, lime green ball joint socket. Now, I know very well that this happened to all the colors in 2008 and 2009, but I've had the worst luck with these fucking pieces specifically. I'm not going to use all these pieces because after looking at them, it's actually just both their right legs that are messed up. Everything else is broken, but still tight enough. These are going to be used for Gorast, and then everything else is going to be spares. That's the first time Tanma has stood up on his own in years. Now for Liwa's leg, this one is actually a holly joint that has been absolutely mangled. Look at that. Along with his ankle joint right here. I ordered 4 of the limb joints, but 2 of the ones they sent me were actually holly joints. So I'm going to save those for the future. And the last thing, he was missing 2 of these Midak bullets, Zammer spheres. So we're going to put 2 of those in here. And I'm probably going to lose this one right now, but let's see. Oh. And now both these guys are twice as stable as they were before. Liwa's torso is a little bit longer than it should be, but I'm going to keep that because it kind of detracts from his gorilla arms. Now it's summer of 2008 and we've got the Mystica. Gally only needs 1 piece. I was missing this thigh armor, so I had a substitute on here. Easy fix. There we go. Oh, wait. Oopsies. Although now I'm noticing, like you can see, wait. Look at that. Onua finally gets his shield piece to finish his Halo turret style Nernra Ghost Blaster. And I lost this a long time ago, so I'm glad to get it again. And I can replace his gray shin piece with a black one. Gorast, again, lime green joints. This one was super glued. Look at that. And then I replaced this one with a gray one. And that's it for the Mystica canister sets. Now it's time to shoot another gun. Oh wow, you actually can't hold this one very well. Alright, let's just do one of each. I don't know where that one went. 2 landed here. There it is. There's the other one. Oh. I got it. Ah. No. Big Chungus Takanuva. I actually messed up on him. I wasn't thorough enough. I just noticed that he's missing one of these Borak eyes on his knee pads, so that sucks. I ordered like 5 of these hand pieces, but I only need 1. This, yeah, that just came right off. Other than that, he's in pretty good shape. I'm going to keep these just in case any other ones break. He does have some cracks here and here. And he does have 4 balls. And that's it for 2008. I did order these pieces, intended for this video, but I can't possibly use them right now. And I'll get into that later. So I was storyboarding the Glatorian part of this video, and I realized I forgot a shit ton of parts for Teryx and Tuma. So I made an emergency business decision and ordered more parts. Now a week later, they're here. Before I get into the Glatorian, I'm going to go over some things I missed earlier on Gali and Takanuva. And now Brutaka joins us. Gali's easy. I'm going to replace the hand that comes off too easily. Takanuva was missing this piece on his knee, and I ordered 4, but they're all kind of more yellow than the one that was there. You can see that. They're like that's a different color. So I think I'm going to replace all 4. And now for Brutaka. I only had him out here because he's one of my favorites. Also, he's my only 06 figure. But while I was going through parts to order, I noticed these gray pieces on his feet. I also noticed this gray one, but like an hour ago. So I'll get to that another year. This is how he came when I got him off eBay in maybe like 2013. So I'm finally now getting to replace these. Now that these guys are done, we can move on to the Glatorian. I'm going to start a little rapid fire here. They all have painted on heads, which personally I think looks hideous now. So I'm going to replace all of them. Oh my god. I also just noticed he's missing a hand here. What the fuck? That's a flick fire missile in there. What? Had to fix Strack a little more than I thought. Luckily, I was able to use the galley pieces for these, but I could not fathom this flick fire missile being in there. Man. I actually got a new mask or helmet, I guess, for barracks because this one was pretty scuffed up and I just didn't like it. Now for Tarek specifically, he's missing a few things. These are the wrong piece, and that's the wrong piece there. And he's missing all 4 of his horns. Alright, now that I'm done with these guys, I'm going to shoot only one of these Thornax blasters. Thornax fruit. Let's see, I hope it's a good one. Wow. It knocked off this cannon for sideswipe that was already broken and landed back there. I do not want to try to fish that out. Had to keep some of the scrawl here for this shot, and I'm already noticing other things I've missed. Atticus here needs a gray torso and another black arm. I don't have those, so I'm just going to put this one that I took off Gorast here, so it at least kind of has some like symmetry. Stronius, another broken limb, but I cannot believe I didn't notice the forearm. That's terrible. Anyway. He's also missing the counter thing on the back. I forgot what it's called. I've been watching too many MGO videos recently, so that's the only thing I can see this as. Tuma just needs these 2 pieces. I already had this from the first batch of pieces, but I had to order this in the second batch. And those go on his legs here. Alright, now that I've battened up most of my hatches on my G1 sets, I still have these 2 guys from G2. So for Tahu, his sword broke, and he couldn't even hold it. So I replaced it as soon as I got these parts, just because I wanted him holding these swords. Now, Onua... Oh, okay. Onua isn't actually broken. It's Tarak, the not uniter. He's the uniter. The creature of Earth. It's just this little claw is broken right here, and yeah, that's done. All right, and now that these 2 are done, that only leaves us with these pieces again, along with the conclusion to this video. So, it's been a few months since I filmed the video you just watched, and in that time I finally got this Jetrax T6, which means I now have all 3 of the big vehicles from 2008. And that brings me to these pieces. They're obviously for the Axelara T9. The Axelara is underneath that big shelf behind all of these boxes. And that is the elephant in my room. You know when you get a chest monster in Minecraft? This is exactly like that. This is everything I've acquired in the last year, and it's bad. Like, this is a problem. It's almost 4 feet tall now. And I'm just putting figures on top of it because I don't know what to do with them. If I take something off a shelf, I can't put it back on because there's just nowhere to stand. My original idea was to do a separate like Transformers / Hasbro and then a Lego set of update videos, but this is way too much for that. Once this is all cleaned up, hopefully I'll still continue that idea monthly, but for now, my next video is just going to be on cleaning all this up and organizing it. And then after that, hopefully I'm going to add more shelves, move some stuff around, and then I'm going to start hanging my like Star Wars ships and some other Lego sets. But that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully I stay true to my ideas and you'll be seeing more of me. Subscribe, slap that bell icon silly, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, Steam, Pornhub, Twitch, and FetLife. Links are down in the description. I hope you drive safe, sleep tight, have a good night, don't let the bed bugs bite.